Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
Okay, we good? All right, Dave Portnoy Show, special episode. Trying to get CT for, I don't know how many years. I'm taking these headphones off because it's really hard for me to wear them.
Too long.
I gotta say like 5 or 6 years. How long? When was the Paris episode? What year was that?
2003, right?
I think it was 2003. I think we filmed 2002.
Yeah, so
January. No. January. It was right after 9/11. So 2002 is when we filmed it. It didn't air till 2003.
4, yeah.
It's been a long time.
So I think that was actually the first year of Barstool because we did write an article about that. Not me, it was one of our guys, and the title of the article was "A Mass Hole in Paris." I remember that article. It was one of the first articles that was all about you. So we have CT finally here. It was probably first 5. We used to be a newspaper, so it was first 5 issues we ever did. We'll have to dig that one up. And then we also got Johnny Hickey. Now, you film director, Oxymorons, and that I will say you showed up with like on Entourage. We had like 10 guys.
Was it 10 guys?
45 minutes late, roll in.
I
10 guys deep. Oh, I don't care about being late.
Well,
I
don't want to be late. I don't like that. I don't like it when people are late with me. So
Yeah, no, he was.
you gotta let us make it up to you.
Listen, if you guys are here, I've been hunting you down. It's nice for you to come as late. You have a busy day.
I know I've been a haunt for a little bit too. I was bugging you.
No, listen, I have so many questions, so many things I want to go over, so I'm glad you're here. But now, how do you guys know each other? Are you guys buddies from Charlestown?
Yeah,
or?
we grew up together. Arch nemesis for a while.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah, we were rivals.
Well,
What
we
does that mean?
So when we grew up together in Charlestown, Project Rats, Johnny was the kid when I was shoveling driveways behind the Harvard Kent elementary school. He was the guy I had to compete with.
To get gigs?
Yeah. So, but he would cheat though.
So it's
This is
like
what he would
20
do.
bucks a car.
He
You know
would
what I
go.
mean? From the-
He would go knock on the door, get the money from the old lady or the old man, shovel half their driveway, and then go to the next one in front of me. And then he would have half a street full of half shoveled driveways. And
It's almost like Homer Simpson versus Ned Flanders in Plow Wars, if you ever saw that.
Yeah.
Well,
Simpsons.
I'm on one car. I'm like, all right, and he's on the next one, and might be doubling up. So I'd like give me all right, yeah, and they give me the $20 and a hot cup of chocolate or some Twinkie or something.
yeah, shovel half the
And then
driveway, sled down Suicide Hill.
I do
bump
one
the
tire,
T,
and I'd
halfway up
move on to the
Monument
next one.
Ave. Yeah, go grab another one.
So when did the rivalry end and you guys become buddies?
Oh my god.
Well, our families were kind of connected.
Connected, yeah.
Yeah, it's just we've known each other forever.
We've had our ups and our downs
Yeah, for
throughout
sure.
our life, and I'd say like both of our lives somehow kind of like intertwined.
Yeah.
Through even like in the entertainment stuff on our own. Like we never like tailgated each other or anything. It's just
Yeah.
like I did my thing, he did his.
And the pieces never quite fit.
Yeah, you know, he was coming off the MTV stuff all the time. I was, a mess for a while, like getting in trouble and doing all the things I was doing, and then I
So
made
you
the
tightened it
movie.
up.
Yeah, I tightened it up definitely.
Oxymorons?
Oxymorons, and then
You just did that one movie with Jake.
Stronger with Jake Gyllenhaal.
How do you say his last name?
Jake Tangerino.
Yeah, you guys have been struggling
Jake
with that.
Gyllenhaal. I can't.
Jake
say-
Gyllenhaal.
I'm the worst at
Gyllenhaal.
names. I
Jake
can
Gyllenhaal.
get-
Yeah,
Jake
Gyllenhaal. Jake
Kinda
Gyllenhaal.
big.
He's a lethal actor. I mean, the dude's
Yeah,
no joke.
yeah,
but
for sure.
I gotta
Did you
give
have
him
to
his
talk
credit.
to him to hang out?
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Is he cool?
Yeah, he's straight up.
Yeah.
Actor type, but
Solid.
yeah, good. The director, David Gordon Green, the
You guys
Pineapple
know?
Express. No, I didn't make out with him. I was gonna, if they cast me for that cowboy movie too, whatever, I might do it. Just
That's cool.
Whatever. But
The director.
yeah, he's a good dude. He was really solid. He's like
Pineapple Express?
Yeah, I mean, like just improv everything. Just, yeah, he was just like,
Did they
all
kill
cool.
you? Did you get murdered?
No, there's not in this one. No, the other one I did House Rules in Connecticut with Tom Sizemore, who's a fucking trip, and I got iced. I got Bambied in that one. Yeah, I got iced out.
Yeah. You did that with Doomsday.
Me, John Doomsday Howard, Dada 5000, who took like 3 heart attacks fighting.
Yeah,
God rest his soul, Kimball
yeah,
Slice.
same,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he was in it
Took
with
the joke
yeah,
out
yeah.
of it.
I was in it with all those
Just-
fighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of us. I was actually the action coordinator on that with all them guys. Yeah. It was
Oh, that's pretty cool.
interesting. Yeah, definitely. It was a new edge for me
So
too.
when's that one coming out?
Late fall.
Nice.
Yeah, late fall. Be on demand, Netflix, all that stuff. Right, right to that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
platform.
like
It's gonna
that's
be
the way
good.
the entertainment business is going now. It's going into digital content. I mean,
Mhm.
look at Adam Sandler. Look what he did with Netflix. I mean, he cashed
I
out
did.
hard.
I mean, I did with Oxymorons. I did all the festival circuits. Obviously, I had a theatrical release showcase. Showcase cinemas back home.
Yeah, sure.
National Museums. They're huge. You know what I mean? It's like back home. They're massive. I was like the #2 gross. was on demand cable, 55 million units in the country had access to me, and it was good. But once I hit Netflix, that's when like I'd go places, be like, oh yeah, that guy, and I'm like, oh wow, is that happening? You know what I mean?
That's
It was,
cool.
all Netflix was like a self P&A behind a an independent project, which was really cool. So yeah, the VOD platform has a solid ride right now. It still I don't think figured out its place completely, but in the next 10 years it's gonna be the,
So I mean, you
the
can be
home.
successful now without actually being in these major theaters. I mean, it's awesome to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know, Prez. I mean, from where you started to where it is now, the way digital content is taken off.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a little bit of a different world, but obviously we'd never be able to compete versus, Boston.com and the Globe and ESPN and anybody like that without the internet. Now you have your own portal to make your own voice.
Yeah.
If you're good enough, people will find you.
But just even the way to track the traffic and how to put a number on it.
Yeah, right. I mean, that the internet certainly helps. All right, I got to get to the questions. I know our crowd is going to be like, you didn't even fucking ask a million of the questions that we need to know.
All right.
So let's start.
How to get on?
Yeah, how did you get on originally?
All
Went
right.
to
Well,
Paris.
I was in UMass Dartmouth, playing hoop, bartending at Envy at the Strand in Providence, working at Stevens Home for Boys. 9/11 happened. I tried to transfer to UMass Lowell. Long story short, I got my shitbox Buick LeSabre. I was living off campus in Lowell, working at the Palace, and one day I went to my accounting tutor and I asked her if I can keep a stack of flyers on her desk, and she said yeah, go ahead, but who in the world from accounting is going to go to your party? So fair enough. She said you're better off going down to the Rack, which is the Hard Rock now in Faneuil Hall, and hand out flyers there. So I get there at 11, stuff in the back, work my way to the front, and snuck in. Bodyguards caught me. The casting director heard me talk my way out of it. She thought it was cute. 2 weeks later, I was in Paris. She's actually a producer now.
So you didn't even really go to an interview?
No, they made me do the whole song and dance, and I didn't take it seriously at all. And then Rebels, my cousin, he really pushed me. I wouldn't have been on the show if it wasn't for him. He's like, "You're crazy. They want you." And so I did all the camera, the footage that I sent in. I basically just carried it around with me. I didn't do anything special, and I sent it in, and then I did an over the phone interview. And my mom, when they actually called the house, she wouldn't tell me that they called because she wanted me to finish school. And then my dad on the other end was like, go, fly, run.
Right.
And I didn't really think it was gonna happen until they flew me to LA, and I get there, I sit down, and they sat me in a little tiny room, and they said, okay, you got 2 minutes, say whatever you want. And I was just like, wow, thanks. I didn't know.
I was in jail and I opened the Boston Herald, and there's my friend with like a bandana on. It's like Charlestown Kid and MTV. I'm like, what the? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I already knew Bernsey, who we both know too. Ironically, is from like the same small neighborhood, and it was on before.
He was actually one of my older brother's best friend at the time, and growing up anyway. And
who's Bernsey?
David Burns. He's on the Seattle season.
Yeah,
Two different color eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like original
road. Yeah.
What did he say?
The slap.
Yeah, he banged some dude out, but he also
No, the girl.
No, he's banging the girl. He was hooking up with the producer.
Yeah.
That's how he got on the show.
I'm talking about, wasn't he part of the slap though in Seattle, like that incident?
No, that was
like,
the
gay kid.
Oh, that was
right?
the gay guy, but
that
was
wasn't
his
even
season.
a slap.
Well, that was a little bit of a slap.
That
I
wasn't
mean,
that was like a take your glove off and
again,
backhand somebody.
we're-
I challenge you to a duel.
We're talking to you. By the way, do you like pay any attention to TV right now?
Not so much.
There's a character on The Bachelor that a lot of people are comparing to you. His name is
That
Chad.
could be a good thing.
One of the all-time bullies, alpha male type guys.
Well, okay, first off,
but he hasn't thrown a punch yet, and a lot of people are being like,
go for him. Don't throw the punch.
"No, that's not what people are saying." They're like, "This guy's a fraud because he's doing a lot of
That's why I
talking."
love you guys.
He's doing a lot of
I tell you
talking.
what,
Not banging on anybody.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I love you guys, because I know on the road, and I've traveled so much. Whenever I'm out on the road or whatever, I'm a big jerk face and all that. But whenever I come home to Boston, people always show me a lot of love. I would have had you back. What took you so long? Good for you.
Are you hated on the road? I think
not
you're
so
loved.
much.
We've been on the road together, and we've had people that try to step to.
But I almost feel like that's like some guy who's
trying to test them,
Dude, film this. I'm gonna knock out CD.
And they have no idea what's,
Yeah.
like
But for the most part, no. Like it's
What's
funny because I'm not the,
shadows?
you know,
Like, we're not going after anybody else in the... I mean, we've talked to Big Easy, who's funny. I want to talk about the time Amble died. But we are not, like, going after anybody else in the history of the shows. I mean, you're the guy. You're the guy. Not only for Boston guys. Like, we're spread over, and everybody reads us. You know, some people may joke, but it's your kind of that alpha male. It is bully. I mean, someone asked me
I feel like I'm a counterpuncher.
Somebody asked me
Don't
today,
start now, there won't be nothing.
They asked me, they want me to ask you this question. They said they haven't seen Adam in like a year. Ask CT if he's mounted on his fire. So like those are the type of questions.
I still think he was asking for it.
Yeah, I don't think Chris is a bully.
No, man.
I don't.
The way I looked at it was like, look,
he just don't take shit.
But I tell you what, if I get to that point,
But he's
I'm not gonna stop.
I mean, you're not. All right, I didn't know how big to expect you to walk in. Even tall wise, Adam must be like 4 foot tall, right? He must be a really small dude.
I mean, he's not a big dude, but look, the guy was antagonizing me.
Didn't he hit you first?
You know, I honestly believe.
And what incident are we talking? Because you had him in your back.
Okay, look at when in
through
Paris.
the years.
Dude, when we were in Paris, first off, he
That's
was in
like-
my room. Me and him were buddies, single and all that, this, that, and the other thing. He was like spending all his money on girls. This, and that. I was like fronting him money and everything. I don't know where he got. I don't know. All of a sudden, I was a big bad wolf.
Let me say, let me put this on the bully label right now with Chris, and not just because he's my boy. I've been on the street with Chris everywhere. A bully though would just pick on the Adams. Any dude on that show that's big, jacked, ripped, thinks he's tough, that stepped or had a word with Chris. Chris has never backed down.
I agree with that.
I don't want to fight you. Like, so a bully will pick on the Adams or the little weasel kids, and that's it. And then when you see like the other alpha male kind of bark at him and be like, oh, Chris has always been like, what the fuck's up? Let's do this.
Yeah, and FYI, I like where. Like, we had Richie Incognito, you know, the guy who got in trouble for actual bullying. Like, we're pro-bully. So we are, I'm not saying that like a dismissive.
No, but there's two versions of bully.
Yeah,
there's the alpha
right.
male bully, and then there's the bully that only picks on people weaker than.
Which is not really. It's everybody. Yeah. We're the alpha male version.
I mean, I think if you fuck with anybody long enough, they're gonna bite back.
Absolutely.
You know, but now it's too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's all sorts of rumors too about that fight. That was like we only saw on camera a sliver.
Well,
is that true?
Yeah. I mean, apparently, some cameras were broken. Apparently, I mean, you look at. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they just manipulated it and made it seem like it was something it wasn't. I mean, they can only use what you give them.
Right.
You know?
But
there's more to a story. You know. Now, what they typically do is they see something they want to show, but if they don't have the beginning, middle, and end of it, they gotta do whatever they gotta do, right? But when it came to that big fight, I honestly thought I was being set up because here I am. I'm in this room. All the dudes are in the room. Little ass Adam is fucking with me, right? Yeah. And I'm, dude, get off me. What are you doing? I know what you're doing. I knew what it was. They convinced. I personally think that they convinced him. Was he wearing
feety pajamas?
Yeah, he was. He was wearing full blown footy pajamas.
Clean off his back. Anyway, look at. I think they came to him like, dude, you're the smallest dude, you ain't gonna last long. What's up? How about this? Better yet, we'll keep you around, blah, blah, blah. All you're gonna do is get him to lose his cool. He's been known to lose his cool. Because, I was a young kid running around, chip on my shoulder, didn't give a fuck about anything. You know what? Fuck you. Why? You wanna go? Because I looked at it like, I'm not the bad one. If you're gonna make me look bad, I got people I gotta go home and answer to, so I'm not gonna look like a sucker on the show,
Right. Yep.
That's how stupid I was, And, he kept going and going and going. And I knew what he was doing. And it finally got to the point where I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. But then, I get him on the, I socket him, hit him. I was like, and then I'm choking him on the ground. I'm on the ground like, say something now, huh? Motherfucker, say something now. And I get him on the ground. And all of a sudden, he was peeling me off. No. And I get up. I got one dude holding one arm, one dude holding the other. I'm laying on my back on the bed. Adam's trying to come over the top and throw haymakers on me. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Get off me. Get off me. No one sees that though, the camera must have broke. I don't know what happened. Everyone was sitting around watching it. I'm like, I thought what's going on? I'm getting jumped. Like, you know what I mean? And at that point, and then I finally get loose. I'm like, fuck it, this house is gonna burn. And that's when next thing you know, I'm chasing him around the driveway. Stop! He's gonna kill him! He's gonna kill him!
He literally eats his way through the fucking wall.
I'm swim moving people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, get the wall, dude.
Nah, it was too much. I mean, it's not necessarily something I'm like super proud of. I look back on things now. Being 35. My entire adult life was on TV. I've done a million of these shows, and and I do miss it sometimes. But sometimes, man, I don't know if I can do another one. Like, I don't know.
Are you gonna do another one?
I don't know. The thing is, I hear.
Do they pay differently for different guys? Like they like
there's a
right now
scale.
It sucks because
There's a scale.
it's boring.
There's a scale.
There is.
There's
you must be like a top free agent then, right? I mean, who else could they have on that show that they'd ever want? I mean, there's a couple guys, I guess, who make it interesting.
Well, it's not that they, you know, it's a weird dynamic because the longer you're there, the more they're gonna pay you.
Right.
But typically, what they do is they typecast certain characters that fit a certain mold. You know, you got the token alpha male, the token smart kid, the token gay guy, the token whore, the token good girl. You know, they have all that, and they just put a different face on it. You know. But some people who have made an impact, they draw more of a crowd. They bring in more traffic.
Yeah.
You know, and so they do return. But if they can find someone to fill the same spot that's only been there a couple years compared to 8 years, they'd rather do that. And I think that's what's happening now. Like the real world is not really pumping out a lot of cast. Now it's all like, are you the one and stuff like that. And it's all these rookies that are coming in. You know.
What about? Let's move on to the other. There's so many scenes I love. But you're choking out Kenny. You guys are wrestling.
Oh, I was so fucking angry.
He's tapping out, and you're just holding you're holding it, and he tapped it. You almost put him to sleep, and you were shit faced. Then you got a bloody nose, and you blamed him on bloody nose. Are you guys like friends, you and Kenny?
Yeah, I got nothing against the guy.
And then, you do. You have something against him.
No, I don't. Do I?
I don't know.
I don't.